Hello, I am Sergio Feliciangeli and this is my blog. This is Module 25, Unit 1, Activity 2. Today I'll talk about three disciplinary terms: language, language learning, and language teaching. First, definition of language. A language is a structured system of communication used by humans based on speech and gesture, sign or often writing, and it is essential to form interpersonal relationships, understand social situations, extend experience, reflect on thought and action, etc. It's a system of communication in a way that can be understood in a particular region. It is a system of objects or symbols, such as sounds or character sequences, that can be combined in various ways following a set of rules, especially to communicate thoughts, feelings, or instructions. It's a structured system because the structure of language is its grammar and the free components are its vocabulary. Human language is unique among known systems of animal communication in that it is not dependent on a single mode of transmission, sight, sound, etc. It is highly variable between cultures and across time and affords a much wider range of expression than other systems. My definition of language was influenced by what we commented in our group during the VC. For example, we mentioned that the language is a contract of understanding, an agreement on the meaning of each word. We also said that the language is a part of our identity and it is a product of geographical places. Language envelopes a culture, and that culture is like a colored glass through which we see the world. So, language gives us a particular way of understanding life. Second, my definition of language learning. Language learning is an active process by which humans gain the ability to be aware of language and to understand it, as well as to produce and use words and sentences to communicate. Students learn language as they use it to communicate their thoughts, feelings, and experiences, establish relationships with family members and friends, and strive to make sense and order of their world. They may come to school speaking more than one language or learn another language in school. Students enhance their language learning by using what they know in new and more complex contexts and with increasing sophistication. They reflect upon and use prior knowledge to extend and enhance their language and understanding. By learning and incorporating new language structures into their repertoire and using them in a variety of contexts, students develop language fluency and proficiency. In our group, we mentioned that the language is not static, it's dynamic, changing all the time, and language learning is the process of studying language and the acquisition of new skills. I have mentioned that the language involves a culture, and that is why it seems fundamental to me that in the process of learning a new language, we use the comparison between our own culture and the new one that is acquired. Third, my definitions of language teaching. First, instruction in any language, under any conditions, formal or informal. Second definition, it is also the specific and specialized job of teaching languages to different target groups. My definitions were inspired by what we discussed in our group. On that occasion, we said that the language teaching is transmitting knowledge of the active aspect of language learning, which encompasses a variety of skills: speaking, listening, reading, and writing. In the teaching of a language, not only hard knowledge is transmitted, which includes components, rules, styles, etc., but all that refers to the essentials of the culture from which that language comes. Thank you so much and see you soon.